Hello, everybody. It's Renee again with another diary entry. It is December 10th of Vlogmas, the Vlogmas series. So today's episode or diary entry is my triggering situation that I have with paint, coffee, soda, being spilled in my car. So the paint situation, well, anything, not even just in my car. So let's go back. Let's go back, shall we, to the summer, right before we were getting ready to list our home. So let me take these up so you don't get the reflection in my glasses, because I know that would probably bother some people. So anyway, look at my bags. Isn't this beautiful? Hopefully 2025 I can look a little bit better. Who knows? So back in the summertime, before we were about to sell our house, I was repainting I was painting the laundry room because I wanted to have it like a neutral color. And my husband at that point was, off the deep end with whatever he was doing, whether it was weed or who knows if he was doing something else. I have no idea. He was on a lot of medications, and I don't think he was taking his medications properly. And then plus with the weed, and then the smoking and whatever, who knows. He proceeded to paint spray my laundry room. Normally, if you're a normal painter, like for a profession, you're going to tape things off to where you don't want to get the paint on. He didn't do that. He proceeded to spray paint or paint sprayer without taping anything off. This paint was everywhere. The tile floor, toilet bowl, sink, my washer and dryer, my curtains, the ceiling, the blinds, my freezer that was down there, sliding doors that went into my utility closet where my heater and my hot water heater and my heater were. Let me tell you, I had to clean that up. I had to scrub everything to get the little dots of paint off of everything. And then repaint stuff because he did the molding. I had crown molding in there. I had the floor molding, door trim, everything. It was a shit show. So, but he thought there was nothing wrong with it, that it looked great. It looked great. So anytime that I see paint, I'm like, I don't want to have nothing to do with paint. Then let's fast forward to the day that we move into each of our apartments. So his sister was a very, very big help. I love her. She was a great help. She probably thought I was going to lose my shit and I was going to probably murder somebody. So we loaded up me, my husband, and her, and whatever. We were loading up vehicles to bring stuff over to the apartments. So my car was loaded. I have an SUV. And I open up the hatch, and it's packed to the brim. So I start unloading, and then all of a sudden, I see a paint can that was opened that spilled over into the back of my vehicle. Why would I need a can of paint? I didn't want any paint. I didn't have that in a pile to bring here. I'm not painting my apartment. It's a brand new apartment. I don't even know if you're allowed to paint, and I wouldn't even want to paint. I don't have the energy or the time. And the colors were perfect for my living space here. But this paint was spilled all over the back of my SUV on boxes. There was a ladder back there. It was dripping. I mean, it was probably at least a half a can of paint, half filled, all over. I lost my shit. I don't know if you've heard of WeatherTech mats. I'm sure you have. But luckily I had that in the back of the vehicle. So it like captured pretty much 98% of it. There was a little bit of paint that got on like the rubber like seal that goes around the hatch that comes down that I couldn't get up. I was trying to use something, but then it was starting to like disintegrate my the rubber part, the seal. And then, so that was one thing. And then when he was like in his painting mood, when we had the house, there was like a little bit of green paint on my front passenger seat from his pants one point. So like I have all this sporadic paint in my vehicle. My vehicle's 4 years old. We bought it right before COVID hit. Okay. It only has 24,000 miles on it. It looks, well, the inside doesn't look brand new, but the outside looks brand new. Like if there's nothing wrong with the vehicle. Like as soon as COVID hit, we got shut down. So I had to work from home, and I've been working from home ever since. So this paint is like still splotchy all over in my vehicle. Then fast forward, I think we were in the apartment, in our apartments, and he was in my vehicle and he had a can of soda. He drinks the whole soda, so he says. And I'm like, and he put the can on the floor. I'm like, why is the can on the floor? It's empty. I'm like, well, then let's pick it up and put it in the cup holder and I'll throw it out. I'll get it. Well, he gets it. But in the meantime, it's rolling around. There's still soda in it. So I had soda like all in the mat. So the soda is a trigger for me. The paint is a trigger for me. Then today, I'm taking my mom to the heart doctor for a follow-up visit, which is fine. I volunteered her and I wanted to take her. She was hungry on the way back. She asked me if I can stop at Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru to get her Dunkin' Donuts, which I did. So I got her a coffee and a sandwich. She proceeds to take the lid off the coffee and then spill it all over my center console where the shifter is. And then I have like buttons for like parking assist and stop and start and whatever. It's all in my electronic area now, seeping into the buttons. I'm like, oh, great. So now they'll probably stop working. Who knows? I'm trying to clean it up while I'm driving. She's freaking out. I'm like, put the cup down. I don't know why she took the lid off. I have no idea. So now my car smells like coffee. I don't drink coffee. I do like the smell of it, but I don't want to smell it in my car. And I was trying not to like freak out and be mad at her and whatever. But now it's like this vehicle is like, it has to go. I want to get rid of it. But it only has 24,000 miles on it. And I'm almost done paying it off. And it's going to be paid off this year. Or early next year. I want it to be gone. And I don't want it anymore because it just brings up just such a shit show of a time in my life. I mean, you would think like, why would paint trigger you? It was such a chaotic time this summer and with how he was. And now it's a constant reminder when I open the hatch, I see cream or gray colored paint. And then when I look over on the passenger seat, I have this weird green color paint on the side. I'm going to go try to get it detailed and see if they can clean it up somehow to where I can keep it. Because, I mean, if I can keep it until the day I die, I want to ride off into the sunset with it. You know what I'm saying? It only has 24,000 miles. I work from home. I don't drive that often. And it's in great condition. Like, it's been taken care of mechanically. And the body is perfect. There's, like, no dings, no scratches, no dents, no nothing. It's just the inside looks like it went through hell and back. So that's my trauma with coffee, soda, and paint. Yeah, so random. Everybody's got something that sets them off, but that sets me off. And it's so stupid. And I talked about it with my therapist today. And, she's funny. She thinks I'm a comedian. But you know what? I mean, I'm funny. But, it's covering like hurt and sadness. It's a coping mechanism for me to be funny about it, but it's really not funny for me. It's very difficult. We went over the situation about my kids and my husband about, when I asked them the questions and they went off and all that. And, I told her I was going to plan on talking to them. And then I had the idea, maybe I'll write them a letter. And she said, that's a good idea. You should write them a letter, but you should really put in everything and anything the way you feel, honestly. And then we can read it together the next time we have therapy. And then I can revamp it into a more constructive way, to where I don't want them to be on the defense of, how I feel. But I think they do need to know how I feel. I grew up as an only child, and like the family, my mom's side of the family was like 2 hours away, and all my cousins grew up together, and I was like the outcast because I was so far away. Like I never saw them, only at like holidays. So growing up, I always like hoped for a big family. That's not the reason I had children. I only have 2 children, but I was hopeful that, growing up and instilling with them, the feeling of family togetherness and, going on great vacations and always being there for them and, being open to talk about anything and everything. I was hopeful that I would have what I didn't have growing up, but it's not turning out that way. So I guess I have too high of expectations. But I want to bring that up to them because I don't really think they grasp how my childhood was. And everybody, not everybody, but, childhood trauma or childhood, issues, daddy issues, whatever. I don't want to like play on that. I really don't. But I was hopeful that in my adult life with my children, in my family, that it would be something that would be way different than what I had. And I'm not looking for them to be the end all, be all to me or for me, because I have to do the work as well. And but I think they really don't grasp what my childhood was like. And hopefully that will explain a little bit of why I feel that way with them and why I would like for them to share little bits of their life with me and not just be on the defensive that I'm too intrusive of getting information from them. So yeah, that's about it on that. So my mom's follow-up visit was with her heart doctor this morning, and that went well. She did take her pulsating oxygenator with her, and her oxygen levels were pretty good. They want to see her between 90 and 100 on that machine or whatever, and it was like in the mid 90s. So she was okay on that machine. So the pulsator apparently does okay for her, but they're giving her an upgrade on Monday. So we're going to see how that does for her. So maybe it will be a little bit better for her with that new machine. So we'll see on that. My stepfather's still there, I believe. He was there this morning. He was sleeping. And I haven't talked to her since I dropped her off this morning back at her house. And what I did when I came home, I was going to like do some stuff for my booth. I took a 4-hour nap on the couch. I wasted a whole day. A whole day off I wasted on sleeping on the couch with my dogs. But you know what? I guess I needed it. And my dogs enjoyed it. They slept too. So there's that. Anywho, so other than that, that's all I got for today's video vlog update. Other than that, and I'm going to have dinner now, hopefully, because I'm hungry. I didn't have any lunch. And that's all I got. So enjoy your evening. Hopefully you're having a great Tuesday night. And thanks for the comments last night on my video about the drones. I thought there was other like locations, but then one of my subscribers, I believe, said that they're out in Illinois area and that they're having the same issue. So it's so bizarre and nobody's talking about it. I mean, well, they're talking about it, but nobody knows. So like, Does the government know about it? Like, is it them? Are they planning to be prepared for something? What is all this surveillance being done for? Like, I don't get it. So we're going to see. Anywho, enjoy your evening, and I will see you tomorrow on the next vlog. Bye.